Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to be talking about fractions. Specifically, we are going to be talking about equivalent fractions. So as you can see here with number 1, okay, we have 6/8. That means we have 6 parts out of the 8 total parts of the whole. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 of those, these 6 dots right here, are represented, okay, as those 6 parts of the whole. Okay, as you can see here, the 3/4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts out of the whole piece. However, 3 of them are shaded in. If you were to take a line here and you were to color that in, okay, as you can see, it would look identical between the two. So these two right here are both equivalent, okay, hence the name equivalent fractions. Okay, so let's go over to number 2 here. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, and we have 14 of those that are shaded in. Okay, so we have 14th, 16ths. Over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can write 8. Now we need to find an equivalent fraction. So what I'm going to start doing is I'll pick the same colors they have here, and I'm going to start shading. Okay, so there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, okay, there's another one. So, as you can see here, these pictures look almost identical. Okay, if you were to take out this line over here and this one, you would see that they would look exactly the same. So let's count the ones that we have shaded in so far over here on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so our correct answer is 14/16 is equivalent to 7/8. Okay, all right. Now let's move down to another one. Okay, we'll move down to one that looks kind of similar to our number 1. Okay, so let's take this one. So we have 1, 2, 3. We're on number 4 here. Sorry. So we have 1, 2, 3 pieces. Okay, that goes in the denominator. Now the numerator is the part that we need to find out. Okay, that's the shaded portion right here. So we just have one of those shaded. So our fraction here is 1/3. Okay, now let's jump over here to our next one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual pieces that make up the entire thing. Okay, now we need to find one that, or we need to shade in the ones that look similar, or that will make it so that it's equivalent. So if we keep it consistent with our last one, there's 1 shaded in, there's 2 shaded in. Okay, now if we were to look over here, okay, back over to our first one, our 1/3, okay, it looks the same amount is shaded in. Okay, the pictures would look identical. So out of our 6 pieces, we have 2 of those that are shaded in. So that being said, 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. Okay, all right, let's do one more here. We'll go down to the 4ths, to number 7. Okay, now this is just a basic introduction to equivalent fractions, just to get your mind wrapped around that. Although things can be broken up into different sections, okay, such as number 7. Okay, we can break it down even farther to have more equivalent pieces. Okay, so for number 7, let's count the amount that are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes at the bottom. We have how many shaded in? That green portion up there would be 1. Okay, now let's go over here and do the same thing. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual pieces, okay, that make up the whole. Now let's shade in so that number 7 looks, or I'm sorry, the second circle here looks identical to the first one, our 1/4. So if we shade that in, okay, if you look over here and you look at this one, the shading is identical. That means we would have equivalent fractions. So we have how many shaded in? 1, 2. So our answer for number 7 is 1/4 is equivalent to 2/8.